Down the Barrel Podcast with Jimmy, Dino, and Jared.
I had to kind of wrestle him to the ground and pull him out of there, but yeah, I got him released fine.
That would be good. Did you have your GoPro on you? Because that'd be kind of a cool video. You trying to tackle.
Yeah, I tried to do it with my cell phone and dropped my dropped my phone in the snow.
Oh, man.
Then I put it in my pocket and then I wrestled him to get him out of there. So yeah, I didn't have a GoPro on me. I wish I did though.
Today we're talking with Justin Wheezy from Wheezy Outdoors. Hey Justin, thanks for joining us on the phone.
Yeah, thanks for being on. And I know we've had Alice on
couple times.
Yep. I think mainly about bear hunting and guiding and whatnot. So this is our first one with Justin.
Right.
And today we're going to be kind of talking about ice fishing and some trapping and just kind of what Wheezy Outdoors been up to and what kind of plans for the future.
So yeah, you just got back today from going out and checking some traps, right?
Yes, I've been out trapping bobcats and trying to get some coyotes. I mean, we got a lot of coyotes in the area, and we're really just trying to thin them out a bit. I mean, there's quite a few cats, but cat trapping's been pretty tough this year since we've had the warm weather. And yeah, you get that warm weather, then you get all of a sudden you get the cold, and your sets freeze up, or it's just the cats aren't as hungry.
I suppose. So, what are you using for bait for the cats?
Right now we're using beaver meat.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll trap beavers in the springtime, and then that's what we'll collect for the bait.
How many traps do you have set out?
Right now we only got, I think, 6 bobcat traps out. We got some coyote traps we just set this week. Sadly, the rain that we had, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
They froze up our sets, and yeah, we've had coyotes step in the pans and not even go off. So
you've been getting any coyotes? You take any yet this year?
No, not this year. I just got those out this week.
Okay.
Interesting one today, though, is I pulled up on one of my snares and I had a live snowshoe in it.
Oh.
And I had to kind of wrestle him to the ground and pull him out of there. But yeah, I got him released fine.
That would be good. Did you have your GoPro on you? Because that'd be kind of a cool video. You trying to tackle a...
I tried to do it with my cell phone and dropped my dropped my phone in the snow.
Oh, man.
Then I put it in my pocket and then I wrestled him to get him out of there. So yeah, I didn't have a GoPro on me. I wish I did though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So people can see some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And where can you find it?
Yeah, so we post a lot of our adventures on YouTube now, and then we're just starting to do this trapping. So hopefully we got more trapping videos that we can put out too. As the kids are really interested in learning this, and I'm learning it with them. So
yeah, it's always good, and I think YouTube could definitely use some more trapping footage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then especially when you get the kids involved and your whole family and everything,
right.
and that's what I really like about your guys' YouTube channel is with the kids getting involved. And I mean, you go from, I guess necessarily you could say field to fork more or less, because you guys do a lot of recipes and dinner and cool things like that. You cook what you catch or cook what you kill.
Right.
Yeah, and it's all that stuff. So, I mean, a lot of people are tuning in. They love how we're doing it as a family. That's what we wanted to do in the beginning of this YouTube venture anyways, to involve the kids with it and keep the tradition. I mean, now we can go back, 20 years from now, we might be able to watch some of our videos and watch our kids actually interact with all this instead of just on a photo.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, although I've never been invited for dinner, have you?
Never.
You better tell Alice to get on the ball on that one.
Oh, exactly. There's been a few. It's like, where's my invite?
Right. We can talk about it on the podcast. Come on. Everybody's always saying they're going to make us something so we can talk about it on the podcast. We never get fed.
I know. I think they're afraid to have us in their homes.
Well, there's that. And I can understand that.
Yeah, I do too.
Point.
I do too.
Right. And I guess we didn't even say that we are sans Jared today.
Yes.
Jared is not here. He is out and about across the state doing regional meetings for MDHA.
Yeah. So we're without Jared, which
back to just Jimmy and Dino.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The original. Yeah.
And now Justin's with us.
The
OG. Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, outside of trapping, obviously I'm sure you've been out doing a little bit of ice fishing. Having any luck?
Yeah, the ice fishing's been good this year. We're catching a lot of panfish right now. The walleyes, that was kind of a hit or miss. I don't know if it's been the ups and downs of the, weather or whatever, but the panfishing's going really well right now. It's the ice varies. I mean, there's a lot. Most lakes you can drive on right now. But you do have to be careful around spring, especially the weather we have had.
Right.
Yep.
Some of those springs have kind of opened up a little bit.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I'm constantly hearing people going through the ice still.
Yeah, I think there's just a few more down on Mille Lacs or something on a pressure ridge, which those are always, sketchy to go across anyways.
Right.
But yeah, it's just this year, winter has just been nuts.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal for sportsmen, snowmobilers.
No, when you get these warm, cold fronts like this, those pressure ridges especially, they buckle, they release from each other, and it's just a recipe for disaster for vehicle travel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and it looks like you kind of have a sweet setup with snowmobile and your sled and everything.
Yeah, I bought it fine.
Nice.
And I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but because some winters we don't have enough snow, and it's kind of they just sit around, and
Yep.
I don't want to make payments on something that just sit in my shed for 2 years in a row. But no, I bought that. It's got the reverse long track, and I built a box on the back of the rack, and then I put an auger carrier on the front of it. And it's got a hitch on there also, so I can get a lot of gear around pretty easily.
Yeah, when you're ice fishing, there's always seems to be a plenty of gear that you got to bring out.
Oh, I swear it seems like it's more and more every time.
I know.
And I use like 1 or 2 rods.
Right.
But yet I bring 6.
That's the truth. And so what do you use?
I'm using the clam. I have clam hub houses and I have the flip overs. Our newest one, I really like that. It's the X200 Pro. It's got an 1800 denier fabric on it.
Okay.
So I mean, when it gets cold, I mean, you throw a heater in there, it stays pretty toasty in that thing.
Nice.
I bet.
And when you got those kids, you got to keep them warm, or else it's not going to be fun.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
I can only imagine. And they sit out there the whole time you're fishing, huh? I mean, they don't want to leave after 20 minutes.
Well, that depends on the day.
Because that's what always happens to me when I bring the kids.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, if the fishing's slow, quick, but as long as fish are biting, they'll stay out there all day long.
Yeah.
Other thing, we will bring a ton of snacks with. If you don't have snacks with, those kids are not going to have it.
Right.
It's kind of like you, Dean.
I know. I got to have my snacks too. My snacks and my beverages.
Right.
I got to have jerky and beer.
It sure helps when the fish aren't biting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which is often when me and you go fishing.
Yeah, it seems like every time I go fishing, the fish aren't biting. We tend to catch a few more buzzes than we do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, pretty easy to do when you ain't catch any fish.
Right.
So you've been, do you do any guiding right now fishing, Justin?
Yeah, we're doing guiding ice fishing trips. Most of it right now, we're just going to be focused on trout and the crappies, bluegills.
Okay.
Most of that we're doing during the week since we started this YouTube channel, getting more focus on it. Because, the weekends we're trying to do more stuff with the kids.
Yeah,
yep.
I suppose.
Yeah, and so we're trying to focus more on the week with the guiding part, which works out. A lot of people just take like a Friday off. They'll go fishing. I mean, that's already a start of their weekend anyways. So,
right. Yep. Right. So with the trout fishing, do you do that locally or do you head north?
Some of especially the Reamer, Hill City, Grand Rapids, Big Fork area, there's quite a few of these stocked trout lakes.
Okay.
And that's where we do a lot of our fishing. I might be heading up to the Gunflint Trail here next week, and I'm actually doing a guided lake trout trip up there.
Nice.
Yeah, and, you get off that Gunflint Trail, there's a lot of good trout lakes up there.
Oh,
and those are all natural lakers. They're not stock, so.
Right. Yeah. And those lakes you can snowmobile into, right?
As long as they're not. Yeah, as long as they're not in the boundary waters, you can ride a sled right out on them.
Nice.
I'm not going to be venturing into the BWCA ones this year. I have in the past. Those are kind of fun as long as you don't got a ton of snow.
Right. Yeah, I can imagine hiking would be a little rough.
I think one time I went into, I think it was Duncan Lake it was Duncan Lake off West Bearskin, and it was I think it was almost a mile to get back in there, and we had the snow up to our hips, and nobody's really been going in there, so Alice and I had to pull all our gear back in there. Caught one little acre, turned around, we came back out in West Bearskin, and we caught like 4 in a half hour.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes,
right? Jeez.
But it sounds like that was an adventure.
It was an adventure, I will say that.
I bet. So with your ice fish and everything, what's kind of your go-to setup? I mean, are you running Vexilars or Markham's? What's that newfangled thing? The
LiveScope?
LiveScope. Do you have any of that?
Yeah, I do. I use the Vexilars. I mean, people been using those for years, and they're still one of the best darn electronic you can use on the ice. But we use the forward-facing sonar. We have a Garmin LiveScope. We'll use that to locate them and kind of stay with the fish. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we turn that thing on to the fish, they start moving. They don't like that signal being sent out. I think it's just too strong for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as long as we know where they're at, we'll use the Vexilars and we'll just jump around and stay on top of them with those.
Okay.
And that seems to be the best.
Yeah, I watched a video on that LiveScope, and the video I watched, they said the same thing, that when they point the fish out, and if they leave it there for too long, the fish definitely move away from it, because they said the same thing, that they don't like the sonar or the pinging or whatever it is.
Right.
So they figure out where they're at, turn it away. So that way they don't scare the fish away too much. So,
yeah, I've never actually seen one work.
The video I watched was pretty sweet. They showed where the fish were. They had a guy out there with his auger, and when he drilled through, then you could see the light come through. I was like, damn, that is so cool.
That's wild.
It's quite the machine. I mean, they're not cheap. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
But one thing we have noticed with the LiveScopes is that, when we first started using them, you could take them out on any of these lakes, and these fish, they didn't care. They weren't scared of it or anything. But after you start fishing these lakes with this unit, they learn that if that beam's coming at them, that signal that's going out, they're just spooky after that, which is a good thing, because, I mean, you could really wipe out a lake easily with those things.
Really?
If you're not, practice catch and release, or, just taking a few type deal.
Yep.
So how far out can you see the fish? You drill a hole and you plop that down and you're looking around. How far away can you see?
Well, I got I think it's the 32 series. That's kind of the older one, which I haven't upgraded to anything else. But mine, I'm used to about 100 to 130 feet.
Okay.
Wow.
And that's kind of, you can turn it up. You can see 200 feet, but on mine, it kind of gets fuzzy after that.
Okay.
So I keep it within 100 feet. If I have to drill a hole every 100 feet, that's better than drilling, 30 holes in that 100 feet the old way.
Yep.
Right. So basically, you just go on lake and you can drill a hole, do a circle, and then if you don't see anything, go 200 feet away and do the same thing. Is that kind of how it works?
That's basically what we do with it.
Okay. And that would be handy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get into some of these smaller lakes. It don't take very long. You'll find that school, but there is days where you're not going to find them. I don't know if they just go down in the mud, or because if those fish are, hugging the mud, especially like panfish, they're very hard to see on that thing.
Okay.
I suppose.
But if they're suspended, they're super easy to find.
That's crazy. You need to buy one of those.
You need to buy one of those.
Jared.
Yeah, I think somebody should donate one to the channel.
Sure, handy.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I've been watching videos on it. They're so cool. For summer fishing, obviously, it'd be great. I think, in my opinion, and Justin, you can, correct me, but I think ice fishing, this saves a lot of time and energy being able to use that. So, and especially when, say, you're with clients or kids, to just not waste hours just, moving around when you don't know where they're at and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. I used to punch holes after holes after holes, and you just hopefully stumble upon them. I mean, that's just, Bowstring Lake, for example. I used to go up there and fish those basins and guide a lot up there. And before this thing, some days I'd use 2-3 tanks of gas in a gas auger, and it was just like finally find them, or some days you just didn't find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually my days I'm out.
Right. Well, and then, we usually set up in a hub style, and by the time we get all set up, it's like, shit, we ain't moving.
Right.
It's like, that's a lot of work. That's why I've been looking at those flip overs. A lot of people have it on sale marketplace, but still a little bit out of my price range. But I would love to get a flip over, just be able to move around and have that ability as well.
Right. I mean, there is
those flip overs are not cheap.
Yeah, there is some controversy with LiveScopes, right?
There is, yeah.
I mean, some guys are against them. I'm not entirely sure why, but
well, I think it kind of takes away, it's kind of the same people that don't like cell cameras for hunting. It's that fair chase
idea. They take it away. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy.
Is there? Yeah. I mean, I know I've seen some of it online. I've never seen it personally because, I don't have one. But
right. From what I hear, it is more that fair chase thing,
Okay.
Like I said, it definitely helps you guys in guiding. It makes a trip or breaks a trip for that.
Right.
And especially, like you said, if you do more of, you practice that catch and release and only keep what you really need and stuff like that.
Right. It's not like you're going over a limit.
Right.
I mean, so there's a limit.
Yeah, I think most of it, I think the days of people just filling up buckets, I think most of that's kind of gone.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still people doing it, but I think a lot of that is kind of left. There's some of these younger kids getting into it. I mean, I know plenty, they don't even really care to eat fish. They just love catching them.
Right. Yeah, my sister's like that. She loves fishing, but doesn't eat fish. Weirdo.
I guess we don't eat a lot of fish because I suck at fishing.
Yeah, I love eating fish.
Yeah,
I do, but exactly. I don't have much for stock.
No, definitely not. That's why we should, just follow Justin around and have him show us his ways,
right?
Or just be like, hey,
one of these is maybe I might just have to take you guys out fishing so you can get some fish.
Hey, that'd be handy.
That would be great.
I mean, we probably wouldn't argue.
Oh no, we definitely wouldn't argue.
I mean, it'd be cool to see that LiveScope work.
I think it would be cool too.
See what that's all about.
Yeah, it's definitely a tool, and I mean, it's a useful tool as long as people are responsible and not going to some of these smaller lakes and just clean them out. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, and what are you guys using for your heater? I was trying to remember what you had on your video. What was it? A clam making heater?
Yeah,
they do. Yeah.
Yeah. So we last year I purchased that clam one. I've been kind of looking at some of the other ones because the buddy heaters, the old ones were really good, but some of these newer ones, I'm starting to see some issues with them leaking gas or leaking the propane around like the knob.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had another one. It was like, I think within 30 days of having the darn thing, like it just stopped working. And I finally got it going one day and that thing started on fire. So I kind of got scared with it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still good heaters. I mean, they've been making heaters for years, so they still have good heaters out there. It's just I checked into like Heat Hog, and then I seen these clam ones come out, and so I went and tried the clam one. The only thing I don't like about the clam one is that it's electric ignite, so you do got to carry a lighter with you just in case that thing does not ignite with a battery.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like the electric ignite for hunting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're super quiet.
Right. But yeah, you do.
But they are durable.
Yeah, that's cool. That was the first time I've ever seen the clam heater. I mean, I've heard about them, but
a lot of companies are coming out with their own now.
Yeah.
But and Justin, don't you guys have some kind of partnership with Clam? Or you did? Or you do?
Yeah. So we're on their pro program.
Okay.
So I'll do like shows and stuff, for them, and we do a lot of the YouTube stuff to promote their products. And I mean, we've been helping Clam and us. We've had a relationship, I think, going on like 9 years now.
Wow.
So they're, The warranty is great there. The customer service is phenomenal.
Right. And they're in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, it's a Minnesota company right down in Rogers, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Drive by their building all the time.
Yep.
It's always nice to see.
Yeah, and then you guys do, is it with clam when you guys go to Reed's typically, kind of early ice or something like that?
So yeah, we either do clam or we'll do for Vexilar because we're partnered with Vexilar also. And every year they have the Ice Classic show, and that's usually when we're there.
Is that one in the city?
This year, this one we did at Reed's. We'll do a show. We've done Duluth. That's we've done that with clam. And usually they have a bunch of clam houses there and clam equipment people can see and then look at it themselves before they make a decision if they want to purchase that or not.
That's handy.
And if anybody's like me, I want to see something before I buy it. So,
well, especially with the house, I like to sit in it and see how roomy it is, see how I fit in there.
Exactly. Yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always got to do that. So when you're out fishing, Justin, I know you talked about some trout. What else do you guys go for? You ever go for any big pike? I know we talked about that last week.
We do go after, we do catch pike. Sadly, around here, we don't have a lot of trophy pike to go after. That's more like that Lake of the Woods or Rainy Lake type stuff. But, there's plenty. If people want to get the kids out and have a great time and just sit around, throw out some tip-ups, you're going to catch all the 20-inch, 24-inch pike you want around here.
Yeah, it's a hoot, especially with the kids.
Last year with us, and we set out 5 tip-ups.
Catch one.
Yeah, we catch one.
That's how bad we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. I've seen plenty of people out in the lake with a case of beer and about 6 tip-ups, and it's pretty entertaining watching them try beating each other with those tip-up flags.
I bet. Yeah, I can't say that we've probably done that.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Yeah, it is fun. I do like having tip-ups out there.
I do. I always have to throw one out.
Yep, watching them.
Yeah. Gives you something to do if you're not catching anything in the house. You can stand up and check your flag, and it makes you feel like you're actually doing something.
Exactly.
Okay. Every time the flag went up, we got excited.
Yep, that's for sure. It was kind of a race to get out. Yeah, It was a race to get out and not trip over everybody's line.
Right. You're in the house. You're in a propane coma.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta have the fresh air.
Right. Somebody else flags. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, going out with my cousins and everything, you'd be sitting in the fish house, and all of a sudden someone yells flag, and then every goddamn door on the fish house is go flying open. Everybody's tripping over everything they get to them.
Yep. I do enjoy that. So you guys do much walleye fishing?
We do in December. We do quite a bit on the ice in December for walleyes, that earlier ice. After New Year's, it kind of slows down. Most of the walleye bites around here. We just shift gears. We start going with panfish, then of course trout openers in the middle of January. So we'll just kind of focus more on the trout and the panfish and kind of do that. To mix things up. Yeah, we got into trapping and kind of do most of that until ice out.
Well, you got to do something during the winter time. Especially with winters like this when I don't know if you can't really snowmobile very much. Trails suck.
Right.
We have decent ice, so you can get out and do some fishing, but hey, any excuse to get out in the woods, do something else like trapping has got to be a win. I wish I had time to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's, like if you got cubby sets, the box sets, you're looking at, every 3 days, but if you have footholds or snares out, you got to be out there every day doing it. And it does take up a lot of time. Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah, my brother, he does some box sets. And
yep, he does.
He's always making runs every 3 days or whatever it is. And he has not had any luck.
No, it's been way too warm. There's a ton of food out there for him.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, there's snowshoe tracks. Just galore.
Yeah, I got a ton in my yard.
I know. I was out buying the house the other day, and it was the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, they're getting fat.
Yeah, I think it wasn't even that long ago. We didn't really have that many rabbits around. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's really boomed here in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I can't open the door of my house and let the dog out without a rabbit being sitting right there.
Yeah, and since in this new place, we had rabbits at the old place, but in the new place, I think there's just as many or more.
Right.
And which is crazy because we still have the predators. I mean, I got coyotes on camera behind the house all the time, but there's a ton of rabbits around, which is great. I like seeing them.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. Especially with all these apple trees that we just planted in the last couple of years. You really got to be careful with them.
Yeah, I'm not appreciative of them shaving the bottoms of them.
Yeah, you had that.
They killed a couple of them. Yeah, I always tell the dogs to get them. They never can catch them, but they sure try.
All right,
try to keep them out of the yard a little bit.
Yeah, you just have to have our boy Finn come around. He'll take care of them for you.
Yeah, there you go.
I figured they make good emergency rations for the dogs.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Good healthy food. So, what else are you trapping for? Anything? Just bobcats?
Bobcats, and I'm going to be starting. I started with some coyotes, but we're going to be focusing more on coyotes here in the next month or so. Because Bobcat's going to close this weekend.
Okay.
And I figured it'd be a good time to break up and start just going after coyotes and thinning those down.
Oh, man, do we need to? They're thicker.
I'll tell you what, between the coyotes and the wolves, there is plenty of big predators in the woods.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's going to be my question. So how do you, I mean, obviously a wolf can get into a coyote trap, I'm assuming.
Yes, they definitely can.
So how do you kind of, I mean, there's obviously nothing you can to stop that. It's just kind of the way it is, but is there something you can do to deter the wolves and still get the coyotes, or is it just one of those things that, I mean, it can happen?
It can happen either way. The biggest thing is we do not use, we use the smaller snares. That way, by law, if you put a wolf snare out, they're going to get stuck. I don't know quite the law and the gauge of what you can use.
Okay.
So we're not even using, I bought wolf snares when I had my wolf tag back, I think it was in 2012.
Yep.
You remember right?
That's right.
So I don't use those. I'm using these smaller gauge ones. If wolves get off running, it doesn't get stuck on them.
Okay. That's kind of what I assumed, is you just use smaller wire or smaller, traps, so that way it doesn't, because
it could happen. Well, yeah, because I mean, the coyotes by my place mix in with the wolves. I mean, you can both on camera, same night.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm sure that could easily happen.
Yeah, it's funny. They say that they don't mix, but we're seeing that. I mean, everywhere we go around here, I mean, we're seeing coyote tracks with wolf tracks. I mean, they're probably not hanging out together, but they're living in the same areas.
Yeah, I mean, they're within, an hour or two of each other on the same trail.
Right. And that is funny, because that's what you always heard, years ago, is if you got coyotes, you won't have wolves. You got wolves, you don't have coyotes, because they scare each other off. But yeah, now it's, like you said, they're in the same area. There's just
so many of them that they got to kind of hang out and be in the same area.
Yep.
I mean, I get bobcats, I get coyotes, I get wolves, bears, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost get more predators than I do other animals.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things. I think that's why we're, deer populations are suffering so bad. I mean, the fawns out there in the springtime, it's just a miracle they survive.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. And, I'm partially to blame. I don't do enough coyote hunting.
Yeah.
And I suck at bear hunting. So, and we can't hunt the wolves yet.
Right.
So, but we sure could take some coyotes, but we don't.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to hunt, but they're pretty smart. I mean, even trying to trap them, I mean, they're not the easiest thing to trap. But, like I had a coyote problem at my house here for the last 3-4 years. We didn't have deer on our property because the coyotes were in here every single night. Well, I finally said the heck with it and decided that I'm going to learn this trapping gig and start taking some of these things out of here and improve my success around here anyways.
Yeah. It's not a horrible idea.
No. But I've got an Athlon thermal that
sure helps.
Will help once I figure out how to get it sighted in.
That would help.
Yeah, it really would. You would think that there's like a non-thermal setting so you can sight this thing in, but there's not.
Right.
It is quite, at least for me, it seems quite difficult.
Well, I tell you what, next week we're going to be talking to Athlon.
I'm going to complain.
Right.
Maybe not a complaint, but a constructive criticism. Yes.
that it is extra difficult to sight these things in, at least for you.
At least for me. I mean, probably 99.9% everybody else does it in 2 shots, and it takes me a box and a half. Thank God the 223 is cheap.
So, yeah, you need.
Well, I would probably be there with you. I've never even shot through one of those, so.
It is pretty. This is the first. I mean, we've got the
ATN
infrareds, which are
day night.
So cool.
I like those things.
Yeah, and those are pretty easy to set up. Other than we do have one that we're having issues with. But then I picked up the thermal just for something else, something new, and it's like it is pretty sweet to look through. I haven't actually had a chance to hunt with it, but
I mean, you can see the footprints on the ground as things are moving.
Yeah. And I love to get it out. I obviously take it off the gun when I take it in the house, and I look at my dog and my wife. It's like, that is so cool. But yeah, they're pretty damn neat.
Off the gun. It's off the gun when he looks at his wife.
It is definitely off the gun. Otherwise, she'd probably shoot me.
For sure.
It would be fun sitting out there, with the carcass on the lake or,
right.
A beaver pond or something like that, and sitting over there watching that at nighttime would be pretty sweet with one of those.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, because you can probably even hook that up to a screen, can't you? I know you can with ATN.
Yeah, well, you can even, Bluetooth it to your phone and watch it.
Right, so you can sit and watch a screen.
Yeah, yep.
So it'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I'm not entirely sure why I haven't done more of it.
I don't know. Time.
I blame you again.
You can blame me all you want. I'm good with that.
Anyway. Yeah, so let's get back to fishing. I want to talk some more fishing.
I know.
What have you been fishing for recently? I mean, obviously, have you been out for trout? I mean, is that open yet?
No, the trout's going to open up this weekend.
Okay.
So we're going to be... Yeah, we're going to be loading up the kids, and we're going to be hitting a local trout lake here, and going to get those kids out of bed at like 4:30 in the morning. It should be interesting. But,
yeah, that sounds interesting, especially on a cold morning, because I think it's going to be pretty cold this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, 0 for a high.
Right.
For on Saturday.
Oof. Thank God for that clam fish house and clam heater.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna put that up, and we're gonna cut like a nice big sight fishing hole, and the kids can actually watch the trout come in and hit, and be very entertaining for both of them.
And obviously, then that's not lake trout. That must be what, brookies?
Yeah, it's gonna be brookies and rainbows on this lake.
That's something I've never caught any of. I've caught some lake trout up in Ely, and that was a hoot.
Yeah. I've never caught anything like that through the ice.
No? And that was pretty fun.
Yeah, those lake trout are hard to beat. They're a lot of fun to fish for in the winter. I mean, watching them things chase through lures is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it really is. I remember I'm lucky enough to have done that up on, was it Burnside, I think?
Okay. So with...
I was going to say Burn...
Oh, go ahead.
Was it Burnside?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, Burnside and Snowbank are both pretty good lakes for that.
Yeah, I think it was Burnside. I've been up on a couple times and had decent luck.
So you say you're cutting a big hole for sight fish and everything. How deep are you going? Or obviously you're going to be on a pretty clear lake, but what's your depth that you're fishing at for the most part?
So when we're fishing those small stock lakes like that, most of the trout, you're going to be fishing them in that 4 to 8 feet of water.
Okay.
That's where they feed at the most in the mornings and in the evenings. During the day, they kind of slide out of there and they kind of go out a little deeper. We've moved out deeper, but a lot of times we just don't catch those. It's like when they come up in the shallows, that's when they're feeding. And most time when we're on these lakes, we're fishing, like I say, 4 to 8 feet of water is about prime.
Okay.
Yeah, the brookies will go all the way up into like 2 feet of water underneath the ice to go feed on stuff. I think the shallowest I caught a brookie in one of these lakes, I put the auger through and I hit a stump.
Man.
Or a log that was laying on the bottom, and I broke my auger, but I fished that hole and I caught a couple brookies out of it.
That's wild. Yeah, that's one thing I've never done is went for brooks and rainbows.
Yeah, nope.
On the wintertime. I wouldn't catch them anyway, but
yeah, probably not.
But it's got.
They're great. They're a lot of fun. They're scrappy little fish. We use just light action little tackle and
right.
Kind of the same thing we're using for crappies. We're using little tungstens with, the new rubber baits that we're all using now, or the plastics.
Yep.
Never forget waxies, because some days you have to have the darn waxies to catch anything.
Right.
Speaking of waxies, I still got 2 things of them from last time I fishing.
I think they're in my truck.
I'm guessing they're dead.
They gotta be, right? Oh, these are pretty
waxies do last a while.
Right. Especially in the cool. So
yeah, I always forget about those. But it is, when you mention the rubber or the plastics, the artificial, it is kind of coming back around. It seems like more and more that people are catching stuff on them.
Well, yeah, there's so many different plastics now. We just got some from this guy, Howard's Tackle, and he's got ones that they look like little tiny fish, but they got a really skinny tail. Yep. They got a lot of movement. They're catching we're catching a lot of fish with these things, but there's so many different. There's ones that look like bugs. There's ones that look like fish. There's just, I don't know. There's ones that there's like this one that looks like like a starfish or a squid, and it's working on our panfish around here. So it's
nice.
Quite something. But yeah, we're mostly using that nowadays. We're not using really much for bait for panfish anymore.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, I've been seeing that more and more than watching you guys' YouTube video. And it was funny when I first moved here, back home it was all artificial. I mean, we rarely used any live bait, where I was at. And then moving up here, everybody used live bait for everything.
Right.
You couldn't catch fish. And even my own son's like, Dad, we got to get bait. I go, we can catch it on plastics. We can catch it on, artificial and everything. No, we can't. It does so much better with live bait. Well, I kind of proved him wrong more times than not, but for certain things, we definitely had to use live bait. But I am glad to see that ice fishing or some of that stuff has kind of come around to the artificial.
Well, it's just gotten that much better, probably,
right.
Honestly.
Yep.
Instead of that old stuff we used to use. What do you do?
I can tell you one thing. I do not miss tipping over minnow buckets all the time, especially in vehicles.
Yeah.
Right. Or leaving the minnows in the shop and the aerator dies. So you walk out there and it smells like dead fish, and then you got to wash your minnow bucket. Ask me how I know last week.
I did that when I was a kid. I used to trap minnows and take them to the local bait shop, and I traded them tackle and bait and stuff like that. And I had them all in my grandparents' old milk house, and they had the old stainless steel milk tank in there.
Yep.
Well, the aerator gave out one night. I don't know what the heck happened, but I walked in there 2 days later, and that place smelled like a bomb of just awful stuff went off in there.
Death.
Yeah.
Pure death. That's exciting. I used to go trout fishing on opener. I mean, I'd go lake trout fishing up. I'd head up near the Ely area and try it. So, but you said you're going to be trying some up on the Gunflint. How's that?
Yeah, we're going to be heading up there. And that's, the Ely area is good for lake trout. I would say that the Gunflint's better yet. There's just more lakes to chase them on.
Yeah. And how does a guy go about picking a lake on the Gunflint to go try out for lake trout?
I actually, when I started going up there, I had the old map books, the old thick ones. You can buy them at L&M or most of these bait shops.
Map or whatever they were called. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love those things.
The DNR actually has an awesome website out there, Lake Finder. Lake Finder's on their website, and it shows, like the surveys they've done and what's in the lakes, like lengths on the fish. I've used a ton of that over the years.
Okay.
To learn more and more, especially if I'm going to a new area. I mean, now you got the app on your phone where you can actually, instead of just typing in name of lakes, you can just skip around and just, put the arrow on a lake and they'll tell you everything about that lake for the most part.
That's pretty handy. So are you taking guests on any trout fishing expeditions this winter?
Yeah, so when I go up to the Gunflint up there, that Gunflint Trail, I am going to be taking this husband and wife. I've been guiding them for, I think we're going on about 7 years now with me in the winter every year. And they fished a lot of the lakes around here. They, I've even taken them into that mine pit right there behind Bovey and Coleraine.
Yep.
And, that's, it's got some nice lake trout in there. There's some big ones in there. It's kind of tricky in the last, few years since it got so popular. But they want to hit up something new that never fished before. And I haven't fished up there in a while, but I know a lot of the lakes up there and I've done really well on them. So we're going to just give it a shot and we're going to film a YouTube show out of it too. So it's going to kind of be a win for them, a win for us.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
On Venture
Yeah, let's
North,
just hope it, and
Louisiana.
hopefully we get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will. Out the weather's cooled off a little bit. Conditions are stabilizing. I mean, you might get a little colder, but it'll be safer.
So that's what we need right now is we do definitely need some cooler weather after that last warm up we've had. I'm not complaining though. I do like an easy winter.
Well, easy winters are good. They're good for the deer herd, which we always like. I do snowmobile a little bit, and it's last 2 years were tough, and this year's looking the same way. So
I'm just, I'm done with trying to walk between my buildings and not die.
right,
You know,
It's
that's
so
what
icy.
because it just, everything melts and it's just icy and there's not enough salt that you can put out to stop that.
right. And well, that one is continuous freeze thaw, freeze thaw, freeze thaw.
Right. And the dirt road, that I can go on, it's ridiculous. It's glare ice.
Right.
Yeah, everything is ice right now. Anywhere you go, even out like talking about snowmobiling, the snowmobile trails right now they're glare ice.
Right.
If you try riding a sled on them, you're just gonna probably destroy your runners on there. Really.
Yeah,
Right.
probably. Yep.
Although we are supposed to get some snow Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, we are.
So
So
I'm
that'll be
crossing my fingers.
good. Yep.
We get a little bit.
Yeah, I think 1 to 3 inches in the area up here.
I think
Yeah,
so.
anything would help.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
holding out for more, but
And then, of course, we go not too much sub-zero, but we definitely get zero after that,
yeah.
which is typical.
Well, yeah, it's January and February. I mean,
Yeah.
we are being spoiled right now.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, it could be painfully cold. Yeah.
Yeah, it started out, I thought, earlier this year, when we started this season, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a cold winter, but it's actually been, like you say, it's been pretty darn nice, really. Minnesota, northern part of the state here, we are spoiled.
We are being spoiled. Yeah.
The wind could take a leap at any time, though.
Yeah.
The wind this year's just been horrible.
Yeah, it was windy all day yesterday because we drove up to Grand Marais, and that was a trek with the truck.
Yeah, that was windy. That sucked.
Mhm.
Yeah, all the way up to Grand Marais on that ice, that had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we came back last night. So, yeah, it was quite the trip.
Yeah, and the way up, we hit, dry ice, snow,
Yeah.
rain,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the way back, we hit all three again.
Yep.
So,
I didn't know what it wanted to do.
right, I think my top speed was, the closer we got to home, the nicer it got, but for about 2 hours, it's about 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Couldn't do a whole lot.
On the
more.
roads north of Two Harbor, there was sections that were glare ice.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you best be careful here. But no.
Yeah, I can imagine that drive on a day like yesterday. There's a lot of those bridges along that North Shore that a lot of ice builds up on those.
Yep.
Yeah. Luckily, the shore wasn't too bad because I think the lake kept it a little bit warmer, a couple degrees.
Yep. It was warmer right along the shore for sure.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't frozen yet on 61.
Right.
The interior roads were a little sketchy.
Definitely. 11 was for sure sketchy. Or 15, 11.
I think you just made that number up.
I think it is 11.
Is it 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 11.
It's 11, I guess. Nobody believes it.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice any ice around down there right out of Duluth, did you, on the lake?
We didn't make it to Duluth.
No. We kind of crossed through
Silver Bay and Two Harbors.
Mackinnon 16 and then to 11.
And then to 11. There might have been an 11 in there somewhere, but I doubt it.
I could reach my phone.
Don't mess with the phone. You'll hang up on Justin.
I'll end up,
Yeah, it took a while to get this put together.
Right.
don't touch it. Don't
Right.
touch anything.
Because Justin is not in studio. He's via phone right now. No. But we do appreciate you joining us, Justin. And we know you do fishing trips. I don't know. Are you looking to do a bunch more? Or is that something you're just kind of per request kind of taking right now?
Yeah, I'm looking to do more this winter. I'd like to get a few more in the books and, kind of, this is the time of the year I really don't have a lot of income coming in. So it's kind of nice to bring in with something.
Right. Yeah, I suppose.
Because our biggest thing is, our fall time is a huge income for us with, the grouse hunting, the bear hunting.
Right.
Yep.
I suppose we really haven't talked to you since bear hunting either, have we?
No, we haven't.
So how did bear season go? I mean, was it another good one?
Yeah, bear season was pretty good this last year. I think we got 12 for 15.
Okay.
Nice.
I think we only had one that we could not locate, and we even had a dog on the ground for that one. So that was kind of interesting. I don't understand. I mean, I was in the bog, and I was finding his beds where he was laying down after like 70 yards from the bait. It's like it just vanished. We could not figure it out. Even we had Juliet from Stearns, and we could not figure out where the bear went from there. I mean, it's just she was totally puzzled. It's like one of the first times she's had that happen where it's just like it totally disappeared. Like the dog just lost full scent at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So
I suppose it happens.
But I have heard big bear can come along and they can grab a smaller bear, pick them up, and take them off. But
yeah, I suppose, especially around the bait, you got multiple bears.
Yeah, you get a big boar in the area. He'll take care of the little ones out of there. They're very territorial when they get the big. That's their area.
Yep,
can imagine.
Yeah, then it looked like you guys had a pretty good deer hunting season too.
Yeah, that's. For coming in the Northwoods up here in the big woods, for the amount of deer we've seen, it's something that we've not experienced up here whatsoever. Opening day, I think I've seen 9 deer.
Wow.
Ella's seen, I think, 11, and she harvested hers on opening day. I passed up a few small bucks, but we're used to seeing maybe a dozen a season, if we see a dozen a season.
Yep.
And I mean, we put in a lot of work to find that kind of deer hunting, but this year was unbelievable. And I think, it just comes down to it, having that string of nice winters helps out these deer populations so much because the wolves can't run them down as hard.
Right. Although I will say the wolf I had on trail cam the other night looked pretty healthy.
Yeah.
So he's not missing a meal, I don't think.
Maybe.
Well, one thing I am seeing... Yeah, you guys can go.
Oh, I was just going to say, obviously he's not catching any rabbits.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
He's eating some.
I know that's probably helping him out is the rabbit population, but we have a lot of turkeys around, so I think the wolves are kind of...
could be.
Well, they can catch turkey as long as they're stealthy about it.
Yep.
Right. And we do have some turkeys around there.
Yeah,
finally.
it's getting to be more and more. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wish there was a few more, but...
And then, so once ice is out, are you summer guiding it all for fishing, or are you headed back up to Alaska this year, or what's kind of your plans for after ice?
Yeah, well, once this ice goes out, we're going to be focusing. I mean, obviously, we do the Rainy River stuff in the spring. Mm-hmm. And, they got the extended season, or they got that longer season up there on the borders. So we do Rainy River, it's catch and release. We catch quite a few nice walleyes out of there and, hooking a sturgeon as a bonus. But after the ice goes out around here, we'll be focusing more on, the walleyes after opener. And we'll be doing a lot of guiding throughout the month of June. And usually once June ends, I'm taking off to Alaska for a month and a half type deal before I get back here for bear baiting. So it's...
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't spend a lot of time here in the summer anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you got Alaska, why would you?
Right. It's got to be...
Yeah, it's kind of hard. If I can't go up there for, some time, I'm kind of bummed out. It's a special place.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Because you got yourself a little cabin up there and everything, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, eventually we want to move up there eventually, but things got to roll in the right direction for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can imagine.
But we definitely want to keep some of our property down here and build a small cabin on it so we have a place back here also.
There you go. Sounds like a good gig to me.
Exactly.
For sure. So, yeah, I guess we can probably let you go.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk about something else. I know people can find you online and check out your YouTube channel. I'm assuming you got some contact information on there. But if somebody wanted to get a hold of you for a fishing trip, what would be the best way?
They can go on the website at wheezyoutdoors.com, or they can call the number 218-402-0086, or it's 218. Hold on, guys. I can't even remember a business number. See, this is the thing. She handles all this, and
That's okay. They can find you online at Wheezy Outdoors. So.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And we'll post that information too.
Yeah, and then definitely check out their YouTube channel. Venture North, Wheezy at Wheezy Outdoors.
Wheezy Outdoors. I mean, I searched Venture North and it showed up, so you can find it.
Perfect.
It's a good channel. Check it out. Lots of adventures with the kids.
Yep.
And did you have any trapping adventures on there yet?
No, I just posted a short here yesterday, and all of a sudden I go in the comments and I'm like, oh,
it's not.
I guess you're not gonna make everybody happy. I can tell you that.
But, on the internet, God no.
No, the internet's awful for that.
Yeah, you got to ignore those ones and kind of focus on the people that enjoy your channel.
I'm going to continue putting trapping stuff on. It's part of what we do, and it's it's being a sportsman. I mean, it's conservation.
Trapping is not anything new.
Exactly. I mean, these keyboard warriors have just they're worthless.
Yeah, and like you said, you're not going to ever make everybody happy.
Nope.
You like to make a handful of people happy. So we appreciate you joining us and chatting a little bit about what you got going on, and I'm sure we'll be chatting again soon. We appreciate your time today.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And maybe one of these days we'll give you a holler and do some ice fishing with you.
Yeah, it'd be a hoot. I want to check out that LiveScope.
I know, that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be fun to take you guys out and go catch some fish.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Let us know. Say when.
All right.
All right,
buddy. We'll appreciate it.
Take care and have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye. All right, sounds good.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association has been building our hunting and conservation legacy over the past 40 plus years through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation in Minnesota for Minnesota.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and Wolf Dot Report proudly sponsor this podcast. However, please note that the opinions, topics, and guests featured may not necessarily align with the views, beliefs, goals, or mission of our sponsors.